So the first step in problem solving for your business problems would be finding the priorities for your problems. You want to make sure that you know the top issues or top problems related to your business, because you have limited resources and limited budget, and you want to make sure you optimize them when you are working on the problems in order to increase your revenue and decrease the cost. So, finding the priority for the business problems now is the topic that we are going to talk about. In order to do that, first of all, we need to know what kind of important values we are looking for. So when you are looking at the data, what kind of numbers you are trying to find out or trying to discover. The next step would be the data collection. And then when you do the data collection, at the end, you will do the calculation for making the priorities. How you find out that what are the top issues that you are going to work on. In order to find the important values, there are some numbers that it's on the problem. So one of them is the quantity. You want to know for a specific time period what is the quantity of that problem that occurred. You want to know what was the material cost. You want to know what was the labor cost. And for all the resources that you get report, you have to have an importance level. So, for example, if the problem was reported by customer, you will give that kind of resources a higher score because you don't want that the problem goes to the customer. And or if that problem reported by your internal processes in the initial stages, you might give a lower score to that kind of resources, because you might say, okay, it might be resolved during the process before sending to the customer. So it depends on you and your business, but you have to have the important level for each resources that they report the problems to you. So when you know what kind of values or what kind of numbers you are looking in a problem, now you have to specify the problem. You have to know what exactly you are looking for. For example, if you are talking about the quality, you might say it's broken or it's damaged, but you have to specify exactly what is broken. So, for example, you can say the furniture, the handle on the furniture has broken, or you can say the door has damage. So you have to specify what exactly you are looking for, and it should be unique. And then you can start data collection. So for data collection, you have internal and external resources. For internal resources, if you are in manufacturing, you might have stations on your manufacturing line that they actually give you reports. Or you might have the processes in your organization. You can have sections or departments that they give you the report as well. So it depends how your organization or how your business has a structure. You will get some kind of internal reports related to your problems. About the external, you have a customer rejections. The customer will reject your service or will reject your product, and they are not interested to pay for it. Sometimes the customer doesn't reject, but they are not happy and they do some kind of complaints. So that's how you will measure the satisfactory of the customers, and you will actually have that problems as a satisfactory of the customers. Sometimes you have a dealer or sales representative that they give you the feedback, because they are in communication with the customers and they get some kind of feedback from the customer about the problems that it might be on your product or services. And this is one of the sources that you can actually collect the data and you give them the score for what they present. So these are the resources that you can actually collect the data. Now, you have the quantity, you have the cost for material and labor, and you have the resources or detection points. Now you have to have a table like this. You can make it in the Excel sheet. So for each row, one of the unique problems that you identified, you can actually put. So you have to select a specific time period. So for example, you are thinking about 1 week, you are thinking about 1 month, but you should say, for example, from beginning of the September to beginning of October. It's beginning of the September till end of the December. You have to specify what time period you are looking for, and then you have to fill these rows. So for each row, for that specific time period, you will write the problem. You will sum up the quantity. You can sum up the cost as well. And then for detection point, if they are coming from different resources or different detection points, you cannot sum up them because these numbers are the important level. So what you can do is you write for each detection point or for each resources, you actually have the same information but different rows. So for example, if it comes from the customer and it also comes from your internal process in the initial stage, you have like detection point or resources score would be 10 for the customer and 1 for internal processes. Then you will write 2 different rows for each one, and then at the end you will write the priority number for each row, and you make the average on that 2 row, and you will have the priority number for that problem. How you calculate the priority number? You can actually multiply the quantity, cost, and detection point, and then you have the priority number. Or if the numbers are high, for example, if the quantity is 1,000 or 2,000, you can say, for example, from 1 to 1,000, you give the score 1. From for the cost, from $1 to $1,000, you give them a score 1, and then from $1,000 to $2,000, you give them a score 2. This is how you can make the scores and then multiply these numbers in order to find the priority number. But it should be some kind of formulation between cost, quantity, and detection point in order to find the priority numbers. And then based on that, you will have you know what is the top issues for that specific time period, and you can start working on your problem. If you guys have any question, please let me know. ProSolutionINT.com is our website. We have one kind of database that it does for you all of these operation. And then if you are looking to have something that it does everything for you on the program, you can actually get it from our website too. We can customize for you if you need. And if you have any question related to this PowerPoint, let me know. We are here to help. Thank you very much for listening.